Y'all, things are taking a dark turn. Kanye West is officially losing it after shocking DMs from Northwest Phone leaked, and the internet is losing its mind. The rumors swirling are beyond disturbing. We're talking whispers of a sugar daddy, secretive messages, and a 12-year-old girl entangled in something that should never even come close to her world. Kanye reportedly stumbled upon the text himself, flipped out, and now fans are questioning everything. Are we missing something? Was Kanye right all along about Kim and the Kardashians? Because when you tie this into the ongoing trademark battle, the bitter custody war, and Kanye's constant warnings about Hollywood exploiting his kids, it no longer feels like just another Kanye meltdown. This starts to look like an absolute nightmare unfolding before our eyes. If North can hide something this serious from her own mother, what else is being swept under the rug? And why does it seem like Kanye is the only one genuinely alarmed? The situation is spiraling into a darker, messier, and more uncomfortable mess by the minute. Kanye's worst fears might be happening right now, in plain sight. And trust me, this isn't going to end well. It started to look like Kanye might not have been as crazy as we thought when he went off about not wanting Kim to raise his kids. North, at 12 years old, allegedly having a sugar daddy? That's beyond wild. But when you consider the report about Kim's questionable parenting and the shady characters lurking in Hollywood, it doesn't seem so far-fetched that North could be at serious risk. According to insiders, Kanye found a disturbing text on North's phone during one of their visitations and completely lost it. And can you blame him? That's his baby girl. And this is a nightmare situation. People are now questioning how much Kim is really monitoring North. Because if a 12-year-old can hide something like a sugar daddy from her own mom, there's no telling what else might be going on under the radar. Kanye's reaction makes perfect sense when you look at the bigger picture. North isn't just any 12-year-old. She's from one of the most famous and wealthiest families in Hollywood. If that can't protect her from the predators lurking in this world, then what hope does she have? And it sounds like Kanye is terrified. He's increasingly convinced that Kim and her family are grooming North for something much darker, just like Kris Jenner did with her daughters. Now, we've all heard Kanye's rant before, but here's the truth. He's fiercely protective of his kids, especially North. There's a part of me that believes he's seen some really disturbing things during his time with Kim that we're just not privy to. Things he fears might now be happening to his daughters. It gets even more suspicious when you consider the whole trademark saga. Kim trademarked the kids' names without Kanye's consent and left them out of the equation. Kanye went off last year, exposing her when he said, "Kim owns the name and likeness of my black children. A white woman controls the name and likeness of my black kids." But then when the text leaked, we learned Kanye knew a bit about the trademark, but didn't realize how much control Kim had over it. In the text, Kim says, "I asked you if I could trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it all goes to her." And that's when things take a chilling turn. This whole situation just keeps getting darker. The trademark drama is heating up, and Kanye West is going full throttle after allegedly finding shocking messages on North's phone. The rumors that have surfaced are chilling, and the internet is absolutely stunned. Whispers of a sugar daddy, secretive conversations, and a 12-year-old girl wrapped up in something that should never, under any circumstances, even be near her, let alone her phone. Kanye reportedly discovered the messages himself during one of his visitations, and naturally, he lost it. But the more you dig, the more you start to question everything. Was Kanye right all along about Kim and the Kardashians? When you tie this into the trademark dispute, the ongoing custody battle, and Kanye's relentless warnings about Hollywood exploiting his kids, this doesn't just look like another Kanye meltdown. This is something much darker, something that should raise alarms. If North, at just 12 years old, could hide something this serious from her own mother, what else is slipping through the cracks? And why does it seem like Kanye is the only one seeing the danger? This story is spiraling further into chaos with each passing day. Kanye's biggest fears might be coming true right in front of us. And frankly, this isn't going to end well. It's becoming clearer that Kanye might not have been as crazy as we thought when he was screaming about not wanting Kim to raise his kids. North, at 12, allegedly having a sugar daddy? That's beyond wild. But when you consider the disturbing reports about Kim's involvement with shady characters and a lack of supervision over her kids, it's hard not to think that North could be in real danger. Sources claim Kanye found the creepy text on North's phone during one of his visitations, and his reaction was absolutely justified. That's his daughter, and no father would stand idly by in that situation. People are starting to wonder just how much Kim is truly aware of what's going on in her daughter's life. If North can hide something this serious from her own mom, how much is she missing or ignoring? Kanye's response? It makes perfect sense when you put it all together. North isn't just any 12-year-old. She's a daughter of one of the wealthiest and most famous families in Hollywood. If that can't protect her from the creeps out there, then what hope does she have? And Kanye? He's terrified. He's increasingly convinced that Kim and her family have been exploiting North, just like Kris allegedly did with her own daughters. Now, this is where it gets even more unsettling. Kanye has repeatedly warned the public about how the Kardashians might be using his kids for their own gain. Remember when Kanye called out the Kardashians for trying to trademark his kids' names? He exposed Kim for doing so without his consent, saying, "Kim got the name and likeness over my black children." He's been raising alarm bells about how his kids might be exploited for years. It was never just about control or paranoia. It was about protecting his children. And if these alleged texts are accurate, Kanye's worst fears might be coming true. But it doesn't stop there. Kim reportedly tried to change the kid's last name to Kardashian, dropping the West entirely. According to her, Kanye is a deadbeat dad who isn't around, so it's only fair that the kids lose his last name. While parenting with Kanye must be incredibly difficult, this move seems more about control than anything else. If Kim gets full legal custody, then she has all the power. And fans are now questioning if Kim's claims about Kanye being uninvolved are actually true. If Kanye could find these disturbing texts, then it casts doubt on the narrative Kim's been trying to paint. And here's where it gets even more chilling. Some fans have a theory that Kim didn't just ignore the messages, she might have encouraged it. We've all heard rumors about the Kardashian shady past, but this takes it to a whole new level. The allegations that Kris Jenner was behind Kim's infamous tape leak have been floating around for years, with Ray J even revealing that it was a deal, not a leak. According to him, he and Kim made multiple tapes, but Kris was a mastermind who picked the most scandalous ones for maximum shock value. And if you think that's wild, it gets darker. Reports claim Kris allegedly pimped out her daughters, including Kim, to wealthy men. Kim's involvement with a man named Holo has been reported, with him being tied to a massive money laundering scheme. Sources say Kim would travel with Holo on gambling trips, and in 2009, she even returned from one with a trash bag filled with $250,000 in winnings from a Las Vegas casino. Sounds like a lucky night, right? But Holo's connections raise a lot of questions. And it's not just Kim. Kris allegedly did the same thing with other daughters, including Kylie. Remember the mess surrounding Kylie's relationship with Tyga when she was only 16 and he was in his 20s? At the time, Kris denied the relationship, but everyone knew something was off. Fans were creeped out, and for good reason. It's clear now that the Kardashians have a long history of exploiting their children. So, is it really all that surprising if Kim turned a blind eye to North's secret messages? After all, this is a Kardashian way. But what makes it even sadder is that Kanye has been trying to warn us about this for years. In 2022, he publicly stated, "Y'all don't have say-so over my black children. They will not do Playboy or adult tapes." He vowed that he would never allow Kris to exploit his daughters like she allegedly did with Kim and Kylie. Kanye was screaming out, but no one was listening. He even said, "Hollywood is a giant brothel. Adult content destroys my family. Not going to let it happen to North and Chicago." Now, these disturbing revelations are starting to line up with Kanye's warnings. And this is where it stops feeling like celebrity gossip and starts feeling like a deep, uncomfortable truth. Maybe Kanye wasn't crazy all along. Maybe he was just a father trying to protect his kids from a system that has always preyed on them. But now, this situation is spiraling out of control, and it's more than just a messy Hollywood scandal. It's a father's worst nightmare. And things are just beginning to get really dark.